Hello, my friends. Thank you as always for joining me today. Today's class is going to be backbends and twists for energy. And the reason it's for energy is when you go into a backbend, it puts us into a different nervous system. It puts us into the sympathetic nervous system, which activates adrenaline. That's the fight or flight nervous system, which, we don't usually want. But if you have been overly tired, backbends are the thing to wake you up. Now, twists we know are cleansing because we're squeezing the organs, and then as we release, fresh blood comes into them. We squeeze out the old and then fresh blood comes in. I wanted to just show you our spine. Let me share the screen. I always have a hard time finding that share button. Here it is. It's the bright green one. All right. If this is our spine, so the neck, thoracic, lumbar, what I wanted to talk to you about is the spinal process. That's this little part right here. And from the side view, that's here. Let me show you another picture. Right here. This spinous process. So if we go back here, when you stack them, you can see how it kind of interlocks each vertebra. This is the disc in between, and it interlocks. But when we lift the spine, when we elongate it, we're just giving a little lift to that spinal process so that it's not connected, and it allows us to go a little further into our back bend. Okay, so I wanted you to have that visual. I also want to show you again the multifida. This is the deepest muscle holding the vertebra together. These little tiny muscles crisscrossing from one vertebra to the next and holding it in place. These don't get enough strengthening. Backbends are strengthening moves. And when we do our backbends, we're actually strengthening these little teeny tiny muscles. So there's many more muscles that go over top of them, but these are the ones we're going to be focusing on in some of our moves today. So with that in mind, I will stop sharing the screen. We're going to begin by standing and have a little strap nearby. Maybe some blocks to bring the earth closer to you. All right. Let me get my hair back so I can see you. So find your mountain pose. Let's just stack the heels under the hip bones. Pull below the navel, in and up. Roll your shoulders back, spin your palms. Let's just start in mountain. Feel the gravity of the earth, pulling the 4 points of the feet down, or we can refer to it as the pyramids, the base of the big toe, base of baby toe, center of heel. Find equal standing. Now just place your awareness in your low back and feel that curve, but your back might have flattened out. This is something that can happen as we age. Also, back bends help to counter kyphosis at the top of the spine from all this forward leaning. See how the upper back starts to round? So a back bend counters that. All right. Let's lean forward, separate your feet a little bit. We're just going to reach down. You can micro bend your knees. Reach down with one hand, lift the other elbow towards the ceiling. Feel that in your back, and then change. So you're going to bend the knee of the hand that's reaching down, straighten the knee of the leg that's lifting up in the arm. And you can move a little faster or slower if you want to feel. Just feel this slow opening of tightness in the back body. We're going to have a really lengthy warm-up section. Breathe. Let your chin rotate as you move the arms. Good. Just a few more. And start to roll up as your arms keep moving. Come back to mountain. Place your hands on your hips. Let's pull the flesh of the hips down towards the earth. Release. Step your feet a little wider than hips distance. And we'll start arm rotations and allow your torso to go with the rotations. We won't hold anything stiff. Feel the joints, the muscles, the fascia moving. Let your chin, your gaze go with the movement. And if you have sore shoulders, you can bend your elbows. You don't have to have straight arms. And slow it down. Come back to center, just feel. My arms were going backwards. Now let's reverse. So whichever way you were going, do the other. And move at what feels right for you. Try to breathe deeply. Can you feel this from the shoulders, through the hips, through the knees, through the ankles, all the way to the fingertips? Breathe. Slow it down. And relax. Shake out your hands. Now, just in case that bothered your cervical vertebra, your neck vertebra, let's just bring one ear to the shoulder. And you don't even have to use your hand, but if you are using your hand, it's just lightly resting there, and the other hand presses down to the earth. Push your head up into the hand on top. One more breath. Now slowly rotate your chin towards the armpit. Hand lightly rests on the back of the head. The hand is there so you can push the head up into the hand. We're not using the weight of the hand. And continue to lengthen the opposite hand down towards the earth. One more breath. Slowly release the hand. Bring the head back to neutral. Observe this side that we just stretched to the other side. Change sides, dropping your ear towards the shoulder, pulling the opposite hand down to the earth. Gently press your head up into your hand. Breathe. One more breath. Now begin to rotate your chin to your armpit. Hand comes to the back of the head. Press the head up into the hand. Press opposite hand down to the earth. One more breath. Slowly release hand. Return head to neutral. And we'll begin swinging the arms and letting the hands tap your ribs. Spleen points. Chin going with the rotation. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Can you feel the rotation moving down into your lower vertebra? If you want, you can pick up your heel and spin your knee. What feels best for you? And now can you lift your hands and clap your pecs? So cup your hand or make a fist into your pectoralis muscle. Lung point. When I was doing this yesterday, my nose was stuffy and my nose just opened just from tapping this point. Few more. And slow the hands down. Step your feet nice and wide. All right. Let's come over to one side, make a fist, and then pull back and down as you lunge to the other. So you really squeeze and pull down. Now reach across the room, inhale. Exhale, pull down. Reach, and now stop here. As you're reaching here, I want you to pull this hip down towards the earth. Reach, pulling the hip down, and come back. Make a fist, pull down to the earth. Inhale across the room. Exhale, pull down. One more. Down, we'll change sides. Reach, so this hip pulls down towards the earth. Really feel that. Let's pop the hip. See what the difference is? Pull down. Make a fist, coming back. Pull down towards the earth with the elbow. Reach and pull. One more. Good. Stop at the front. Toes point forward. Fingertips down. Palm faces behind you. Draw the forearms together and curl your tailbone towards the navel as you round your back like we do in cat. Then reverse and come into cow. Now as you squeeze your arms back like goalposts, remember those multifida muscles in the spine we were looking at. Squeeze into the multifida. And then reverse. Cat, cow. Let the chin look down, let the chin look up. Complete on the cow. Come back to center. We'll lunge to one side, turn both feet into that lunge, and we'll do the same thing here. Cat, then press out as you lunge, cow. Cat, cow. Back strengthener. One more. Come back to center. Let's just do 2. Last set. Then lunge to the other side. Both feet turn. Bend the knees. Round the spine. Inhale. Exhale, press back. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Feel that into your spine. One more set. Very nice. Step back into mountain. Shake out your arms like they're just spaghetti. Relax. Hands on the hips. Bend your knees. We're going to go into some hip swings. Place all your weight in your right leg and little hip swings. Let's just start small. You can use a wall. You can use a chair. And when you're feeling more confident in your balance, extend your swing. Good. Let's take it out to the side. Foot is flexed. When you come to the top, squeeze. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose. One more. And then cross on an angle. Feel that right into your hip crease. I met a woman the other day who had such a fall that she sheared her leg off right in the hip. Ouchie wah wah. Good, and then bring that foot behind. Bring the arms up and over. We'll just take a side bend, but rotate the heart towards the ceiling. Breathe into the pulse of the heart. On the exhale, release the hands. Step back. Pedal out your feet. Step your feet slightly apart. Bend your knees. Shift the weight into your left foot. Find the 3 points. Base of big toe, baby toe, center of heel. Slow swings to start. Making it big as you're comfortable. 2 more. Reset, take it to the side. We're doing 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and cross. Cross and behind, cross to the front, back to the back corner of the room. 6, 7, 8, something like that. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Pedal out the feet. Oh, thank you, Josie. So that leg you had in the air, spin it behind. Arms come up and over. Grab the opposite hand. Bring it to the side. Now rotate the heart up to the ceiling. One more breath. Release the arms. Pedal out your feet. Then we're just going to do a little hip cleaner. We're moving towards camel pose, and we have to get all of this warmed up. So the hip cleaner, shift your weight into your right foot again. Pick up your left leg, bring it across, out with the knee, foot comes behind, and then rotate. So it's like figure 8s. Looking good. Bend the knee, let the knee come across, the knee opens like we do in tree and behind. We keep that bend in the knee. Now put your awareness in the ball joint of the hip. We're flossing the plaque out of the hip. And stop, pedal feet. Roll from heel to ball of foot. I'm ready. Let's place the weight into the left leg. Micro bend your knee. Pick up the right knee. Bring it across, out, behind. Then rotate the heel out. And there we go. Feel the ball joint. How about 2 more? Last one. Pedal out the feet from heel to ball of foot. Make sure you get the big toe and the baby toe equally pressing into the earth. Can you turn one foot over? Stretch out the top of the foot. If you have bunions, you might need to put that foot on a block and let the bunion, big toe hang off the block. Change. And the last thing, this is the end of our warm-up, is a quad stretch. Use a wall if you need to. Bringing the knees towards each other. And maybe just do a little pulse front to back. It's just tiny. And then hold, push your hip bone forward. Pulling the heel towards your glute. Breathe. One more breath. Release. Pedal. Reset other side. Little pulse front to back. That tricks the muscles and allows them to release now as we hold. Push the hip bone forward. Breathe into that stretch of the quadriceps. In camel, we're really using these quads. Exhale, release. Let's just do a standing camel, thumbs behind. Lifting the spine, lifting those spinal processes. Lift, lift, lift. And now start to roll over an imaginary ball. Engage your glutes, engage your thighs. Slowly release forward into a forward bend. Micro bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, come up. Lift the spine, lift the crown as high as you can. Roll. Forward fold. Do you need to bend those knees? One more time. Lift up first, push through the heels, rise up through the crown. Maybe let's lift the arms. Lift the arms as high as you can. Lift, lift, lift. Now take your back bend. Back to center. Release the hands down. Skandasana. Step wide. Lunge to one side. Hands come to the earth. And walk your hands over to the other side. Walk again. And over this time as we're here, push your buttocks back. Energetically, push those muscles backwards. Walk your hands over. Push the buttocks back. Sit bones move backwards. Hands center. We'll walk them all the way over into a low lunge. I have my right foot in front. Let's start in our low lunge. Sink your hips forward. Then slowly come back to center. Curl the tailbone towards the navel. Arms come out to the side. Float overhead. Turn your palms to face each other. Keep curling the tailbone up towards the navel. Now just sink your hips just a little bit forward. Lift the fingertips up, up, up. Come into crescent, back bend. You can bring the hands down if this is too much for you, or place your hands on your head. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your hands down to the earth, the foot inside of the hands. And this is where we're going to do our little spin. Let the toes turn out to the side of the front foot. So if we were in our low lunge, toes spin out to the side, and then come onto the outside edge of your extended leg foot. And here's our side plank. Or you just have your knee on the ground and you just take a twist. Really push into that foot that's in front. Feel it activate right up into your glutes. Spinning the chin towards the ceiling. Take one more breath. Release the hands down. Step back, down dog. Pedal out your feet. Hold your down dog. Breath in. Look forward, step your left foot forward, whichever one. If you're doing the other side, just switch. Hands on top of the thigh. Shift your hips forward, feel that into your back, quadriceps lengthening. Shift your hips back, now curl the tailbone up towards the navel. Feel that into your quadriceps. Feel that into the lower abdomen, how that engages. Arms come up. Palms face each other, back toes are curled under. Begin to lift your fingertips up to the ceiling, lengthening the spinal processes, and then come into crescent pose. Feel the weight of your back knee, your back toes, the weight of your front foot. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Spin your front toes to face to the side. Rotate onto the outer edge of your bottom leg foot, lifting into side plank. Press into your fingertip pads of the hand that's on the earth. Look to the side or look up to the ceiling. Or if your neck's really bothering you, look down. Press the earth away with your hand. One more breath. Windmill that top arm down. Come on to your knees. Sitting in hero's pose, bring the arms behind. And I'd like for you to lift your buttocks to stretch out the front of your thighs. If this is not accessible, take your blocks, place your hands on blocks, then lift your hips. Lift your hips higher. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Feel how this is a back bend. How this opens the heart. It activates the sympathetic nervous system, creating adrenaline. One more breath. Slowly release. When you come forward into child's pose, this activates parasympathetic nervous system, putting the body into a space of rest and digest and safety. Two more breaths. Roll up onto hands and knees. Take your right foot and bring it out to the side. Toes turn out, so it's 90 degrees. Hands come up to your hips. Little sideways movement. Roll the shoulders back, always countering this forward movement. Right, let's come to neutral. Slide the arm, your right arm, against your leg. Left arm comes up and over. Push down through your left knee, side bend. Rotate the heart to the right, to the right corner of your room. Slowly release. Change legs. So take a little sit. Toes curled under. Broaden the collarbones. One more breath. Exhale, coming up onto your knees. Left foot, 90 degrees. Toes face away from you. Right hand on the hip. Side lunges. And you feel, put your hand on the inner thigh, your adductors. Feel this gentle lengthening. In kindergarten, we were seeing that head and shoulders, knees and toes. We didn't know about these little muscles connecting. All right, we're going to take this into our side bend. Left arm comes inside a leg. Now push against the leg and push the leg against the arm. Other arm comes up. Rotate the heart to the ceiling. Maybe you can come a little bit into a lunge. Check it out. What's it feel like? Just a few inches into a lunge. If that's hard on your neck, change your neck direction. One more breath. And slowly release. All right, come over onto hands and knees. Feet together, knees wide apart. 3 breaths in child's pose as we prepare to move on. One more breath. Roll up to table. Reset your knees. Hands shoulder distance. Spread the fingers, middle finger center. Lifting up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Drop the hips. Lift into up dog. So moving between down dog, plank to up dog, or you do it on your hands and knees, child's pose, cat, half plank. All right, so pick which one you're going to move between. Moving with your breath. Two more. Come into your plank or your half plank, and we'll do chaturanga. Just get yourself down onto the front body. Sphinx pose. Rock from hip bone to hip bone. Release the low back. Slow the hips down. Come to neutral. Drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift the chin to the sky. This rocking motion of chin. Two more. Coming down, slide your hands under your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide like we do in down dog. Squeeze the elbows towards your ribs. Inhale, roll up Bhujangasana. Feet remain on the earth. Exhale, come down. 4 more. Feel this compression in your low back, and not like an over the top compression. It's a gentle squeeze into the bladder meridian. The bladder, kidney meridians in Chinese medicine. Kidneys are where we store fear. So imagine you're squeezing the fear out of your low back. Then come down. Bring your arms out to the side wide. Inhale, roll up. We'll just do 2 more. Back bends are strengthening. Hold at the top. Release down. Curl the toes under. Press back. Child's pose. Third eye to mat. Put your breath in your low back. Expand the tissues of your low mid back with your breath. One more. Walk your hands to tabletop. Then let's grab a block and place it so it's on high between your ankles. Okay, so we're going to give this a try for our camel. And if you don't like that, then place a block either side of your ankles. Hands on your hips, or maybe even put your hands so your fingers are pointing down towards your glutes. Now we're not going to push the hips forward. The hands are a guide. So lengthening spine up, engage the space below the navel. Pull the muscles below the navel in and up. Squeeze the block. On the exhale, let's just lift the heart towards the ceiling. Breath in. On the exhale, can the right hand come to the block? The left hand come to the block? Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. If that's not doable, once again, place a block either side of the outside of your ankles. And pick up the heart. Squeeze the multifida, muscles connecting the vertebra. Toes are definitely curled under. One more breath. On the exhale, release. Let's sit down. Flatten the toes. Place the block on your calves. Sit down. I even have the block right up on my heels. What's going off the collarbones, the shoulders? Roll them back. Broaden them. Put your awareness in the front body. Can you feel a stream of energy? More in the front body. Let's go back with our options. Move your block. Curl your toes under. Knees, hips distance apart. So you've got your hands on your hip bones. Your knees are right under the hands. If it's like this, that's going to be counterproductive. Stable, more stable, with the knees right under the fingertips, the hip bones. Okay, so you can just do this if that was preferred. Or let's explore. Right arm up, windmill the arm back like we did at the beginning of class. Place the hand on your heel. Left arm, slowly rotate. Hand to heel. How is this? Engage the muscles below the navel, transverse abdominis. Imagine you're rolling over a ball and lift that heart. If this is hard on the neck, please look forward. Maybe you can hang your head. Maybe not. Squeeze the glutes as you squeeze the muscles in the lower abdomen. One more breath. On the exhale, release the hands, flatten the toes, take it to child's pose, counter pose. Walk your fingertips forward. Release the third eye to the mat. Let your breath move up the back of the spine. Pull the bottom tips of the shoulder blade towards your hips. See if you can spiral the shoulders, the heads of the shoulders up towards the ceiling. One more breath. On the exhale, come to hands and knees to tabletop or down dog. We're going to add breath of fire. Breath of fire is a quick way of cleansing the bloodstream, cleansing the mucus lining of the lungs. It moves oxygen to the brain, and it makes your pose far more effective in a shorter amount of time. So if you're doing it on hands and knees with breath of fire, we focus on the exhale below the navel, or you come into down dog. Squeeze the forearms to the center line, lift your hips, relax your head, begin breath of fire. Breath in, hold the breath, deepen into the pose, exhale. Again for a count of 21. Breath in, hold, squeeze the energy up the spine to the brain. On the exhale, bring your knees to the ground so we're all in tabletop. One more set with 21. Breath of fire, breathing in. Breath in. Squeeze the navel in and up. Move the energy up the spine. Exhale, child's pose. On the inhale, roll up. Come to your knees. Let the blood drain down to your heart. Step right foot forward. Curl left toes under. Let's come to standing. Take a moment, let the blood drain down. Little circles with the hands, like you're circling the wrists. Other direction. Relax. Feet together. Right arm center, left arm under for eagle arms. Maybe you can wrap the hands, bend your knees, look down at your arms, pick up the arm that's on the bottom, pick up that same side leg, and cross. Toes can be outside on the earth, or lift the toes, or wrap the toes. Press your arms forward, lift the elbows, find your drishti, focus on something that's not moving. Now take the palms to the right, ear goes to the left. Change. Come back to center, release the arms, release the leg, and again, spin that leg behind, just like we did at the beginning. Reach across for opposite wrist, come into a back bend. Breathing, try to breathe deeply into your lungs. One more breath. Exhale back to center. Let the arms slowly float down. Return, feet together, spin the palms open. Wiggle your fingers. Make a fist, draw the fist to your inner wrist. Release. And now right arm center, Left arm center, right arm under. I'm mirroring you. It's always a brain gym for me over here. Bend your knees, look down at your arms. The arm that's on the bottom, lift that leg, cross, lift or wrap. Find your drishti. Arms centered, press the arms forward, lift the arms up. Take the arms to the left, ear goes to the right. Arm, head center, breath in. Reverse, arms and ear. Back to center. Release the arms, that front leg comes around behind. Arms lift. Grab opposite elbow, wrist, sorry. Bring the arms to the side. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Push evenly into your feet. One more deep breath into the lungs. Release back to center. Let the arms just flow down. Unwind the leg. Now just shimmy the body. Reset those muscles. Come back to mountain. Hands to your heart. Release the hands down, palms face forward. Pick up your left foot, bring the foot to the ankle or to the calf, but not the knee. Let's butterfly the leg in and out. Then hold out, press the thigh to the wall behind you. Lift the arms slowly in increments. Pause, like we're on a clock. Lift, pause. Reach the fingertips across the room. Lift, pause. Lift, pause, lengthen. Lift, so we're at like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock now. Now keep your left hand where it is. Right hand comes to 12. Side bend. Return to center. Release the hands. Pedal out your feet. Mountain. Engage. Uddiyana Bandha. Spin your right foot. Where is it going to place? Ankle or calf? Butterfly. Palms facing forward. Hold in tree. Lift, pause, extend fingertips. Lift. 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 Until we're 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Pull the tips of the shoulder blades down. Now just the left hand comes to center. I might have cued you wrong on the last one. Side bend to the right. One more breath. Release the arm back to center. Both hands come down. Good. I think it's time to come down to the earth. Let's come down. Extend your legs. Shake out the muscles into the earth. Flex and point the feet. Flex and point. Then rock. Let's open the legs wide enough we can rock the big toes in and out. And then we'll come into rocking our baby. So let's sit in cross-legged position. You can come up onto a cushion if that's better for you, or onto a blanket. And then grab your front foot Place the knee in the crook of your arm, rocking your baby in the hip crease. But let's not round the back. Lift the spinal processes up to the ceiling. And release. Let's change legs. Other leg in front. Right, maybe you can put the foot in the opposite arm crook. However you want to rock your baby. Lift your spine. You know, maybe it would be nice if we did a double log pose, forward fold. Or your bottom leg is straight. Let's do that on the other side. Unwind your legs. Maybe the bottom leg is straight. Okay, this is where you might need a strap. Extend your right leg out. Bend your right knee, and we'll wrap the hands around your shin to lift the spine up to the ceiling. Right foot is flexed. Okay, take your left arm inside, reach towards your big toe, and I've got my little strap in my hand. Reach, 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 let your whole spine come with that reach. Try to bring your armpit around the front of your leg, and then we're going to bring the hand behind. Let me spin around so you can see me. This is where you might need a strap. Get the hands together, or can you hook your fingers together, and then we'll begin to spin towards the right. Strongly stepping into that bent knee foot as you rotate to look over your right shoulder. Now, if that's crazy, just lean forward. Don't do the twist. Flexing your right foot, pressing right side down, breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release. Release your hands. Release your legs, shake them out. I find that terribly challenging. How about you over there? So now we've got left leg extended, foot flexed. Right knee bends, step onto the foot. Now here's the thing. It would be easier, little more achievable if you get your bum up on a cushion. Holding onto the shin with your left hand, right arm reaches forward. Just reach, reach, reach. Maybe this is your pose and you just wrap the arm and you hang out here. Or taking that strap, swing it around so that your left hand can grab it. Push into the foot. Let's lift up first. Lift the spine. We're drawing straight up, breath in. On the exhale, squeeze the navel as we rotate to the left. Marichyasana 1. Really pull the right big toe into the earth, push it into the earth, and then pull the left big toe to the inside edge of your left knee. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release. Shake out your legs. And then we'll move into half Lord of the Fishes. So let's slide the left foot in. Walk the heel over toward your right butt. And the right foot will come outside of your left knee. Or you can have your bottom leg, the left leg extended. What works for you? Hands on the shin, draw the shin to the heart, center it with your heart, rise up through your spinal processes, lifting to the ceiling, breath in. On the exhale, the right hand holds the shin, left arm comes up. Rotate to the right, bring your arm inside of your front leg. Now the right hand reaches behind. Draw straight up first, push into your front foot, your right big toe, push in. On the exhale, squeeze below the navel, taking your entire pelvis to the right. Let it move with the twist. Push into the earth with that back hand. So keep pushing with that hand, but let's just take the chin and spiral it to look over the left shoulder. One more breath. Slowly unwind, very, very slowly. Undo the arms, undo the legs, shake them out. Now right foot, bringing the right heel towards your left sit bone. I'm still sitting up on my cushion. You could be on a nice folded blanket. Your left foot comes across. Keep walking that bottom foot further behind, or you're going to extend that leg straight out in front of you. Fingertips engage, wrap around the shin, lift your spine up. On the exhale, float your right arm up. Rotate navel to the left. Right arm comes across to the inner top of the leg. Left hand comes behind. Right? Inhale, draw straight up first. On the exhale, as you're pushing the arm into the leg into the arm, let's rotate. So your back hand is way back there. Breathe. Stay here, or you may choose to take the chin to opposite shoulder, looking over right shoulder. One more breath. Slowly release the tension of that front arm. Unwind the twist. Extend your legs. Now we're going to come into crocodile. Instead of a long shavasana, we're going to be face down. And I'd like you to have a cushion or a rolled blanket or a rolled towel to bring under your hips. If you have glasses on, you're going to need to lose the glasses. Hip bones come on your cushion or your rolled blanket, just to elevate that low back. Then we stack the hands. Try forehead on the stacked hands or rotating your chin to one direction. Now, I even used a block the other day under my hip bones, and I didn't mind that one bit. You can line the blocks up end to end. Maybe put a blanket over those blocks if you're bony. Come into crocodile and see what's more comfortable. Big toes turned in, ankles, heels drop out to the sides. I like that the best, but you can change. Turn heels in, toes out. What feels best on your low back? And begin to drop into your breath. Let the breath be in the back. We're going to stay here for about 3 minutes. If you have your head turned to one direction, try to go the other way now. Take a breath in. On the exhale, bring your hands under your shoulders. Lift partway up. Push into your hands. Lengthen through your spine. Press back, child's pose. You can take your cushion or your blocks, move them forward. Place your hands on your lift or just do a regular child's pose. Rolling up into cat, hands to the earth. Let's take the right arm up to the ceiling for a twist. Thread. Breathe into the waist that's twisting. Return to hands and knees. Left arm lifts to sky. Exhale, thread. Breath in. On the exhale, back to hands and knees, over to your back. For a short Shavasana, take your cushion or your blocks, place them under your thighs. So you can choose to have your hands 45 degrees away from your body. Maybe you want them to 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Or open so you're in star pose. What works for you here? Then drop into your breath. With each exhale, allow the back body tissues to surrender to the earth. Bend your elbows. Rub your hands together. Place the heel of the hands on the cheekbones under your eyes, cupping the hands over your eyes so the palms or the fingers rest on your forehead. Feel the weight of the heel of the hand on your cheekbones. The heel of the hands are on the stomach acupressure point. The fingers are on what's referred to as the oh my God point. This is the counterpose to the energy. This is the balancing of the two systems, fight or flight, or rest and digest. Two more breaths. On the exhale, lift your hands off your face and just slide them down your body. Release the hands to the earth. Slide the feet up the mat, removing your props. Lift your hips. Swing your hips to the left and roll over to a right hand fetal position. Observe the energy field of your body within and outside of your body. Slowly press yourself up. Come onto your cushion or a block. Visualize a white pink orb of light over your head. Breathe that white pink orb just into the body, just behind your skin. As you exhale, breathe just beyond your skin a yellow-white light. Breathe just inside of your skin, pink-white. Just beyond your skin, yellow-white. Just inside of the skin, breathe into peace. Just outside of your skin, breathe into peace. The peace on the inside is pinkish white. The peace just beyond is yellowish white. One more breath in. One more breath out. Palms come together. May the peace within connect and dwell with the peace without. We bow forward and say, Namaste. So hopefully you feel that blend, the back to the front, the energized and the calm.